She didn't come from a legacy, she built one. Before the charts, before the Grammys, before the money and the Maybachs, there was a girl from Memphis, a girl with a raspy voice, a fiery spirit, and a hunger so loud it echoed through studio walls. She wasn't polished, she was powerful, and that made her unstoppable. This is not just a story about a rapper. This is the rise of GloRilla, Memphis royalty in the making. Born Gloria Hallelujah Woods on July 28, 1999, in the Fraser neighborhood of North Memphis, Tennessee, GloRilla didn't grow up with silver spoons or soft landings. She grew up in a city soaked in blues and baptized in grit, a city that raised legends and never gave out handouts. The seventh of 10 children, Gloria was raised in a strict Pentecostal household. Her early life was shaped by church choirs, Sunday sermons, and gospel harmonies. Her mother hoped she'd grow into a singer, and for a while she did, until vocal damage pushed her into rap. What started as a plan B quickly became her superpower, that raw, raspy tone. It wasn't weakness, it was war paint. Her voice became her signature, gritty, unfiltered, and unforgettable. Inspired by Chief Keef and Lil Wayne, GloRilla began dropping freestyles and mixtapes while still in her teens. No big producers, no label backing, just a girl, a mic, and Memphis behind her. She released her debut mixtape, Most Likely Up Next, in 2019. And while it didn't break the internet, it built her reputation. She was loud, she was different, she was coming. In 2022, everything changed. When she dropped FNF's Let's Go with Hit Kid, the internet didn't just listen, it exploded. The anthem for the free and fearless, the song spread like wildfire on TikTok, at house parties, in cars with busted speakers, and designer SUVs alike. It wasn't a hit, it was a movement. The FNF phenomenon wasn't built in a boardroom. It was born in a parking lot, gritty, authentic, and undeniable. GloRilla wasn't just rapping, she was testifying. And suddenly the girl from Fraser was front page news. Record execs called, labels lined up. But it was Yo Gotti, Memphis mogul and CEO of CMG, who saw the future. He offered her $500,000 and handed her the keys to a Lamborghini Urus. GloRilla signed, smiled, and never looked back. GloRilla didn't stop with one hit. She followed up with a feature on Tomorrow 2 alongside Cardi B that went nuclear. The visuals, luxe, the bars, cutthroat, the energy, unmatched. Suddenly, she wasn't just a rapper, she was a brand. GloRilla became the face of what was next, unapologetically raw, but fashion-forward. From Rick Owens boots to chrome grills, she fused street with statement. She didn't chase industry aesthetics, she created them. She was nominated for a Grammy in 2023, toured with major acts, and began curating her own sound. Southern, soul-shaking, and soaked in truth. But the real flex? How she moved off the mic. Behind the scenes, GloRilla started investing into herself, into Memphis, into real estate, into businesses most people never heard about. Because for Glo, rap was just the front end. Legacy was the back end. Today, GloRilla's life is a far cry from the Fraser streets. She splits her time between Atlanta and Memphis. But it's her Memphis estate that really turns heads. Think marble floors, crystal chandeliers, and a walk-in closet that could swallow a small boutique. Her sneaker wall? Legendary. Her jewelry collection? Heavy. And the energy? All her. The living room doubles as a studio lounge, a plush space where beats bounce off velvet walls and ideas come to life. There's a backyard garden, not just for show, but for grounding. "I want my peace and my pressure in the same place," she once said. And her whip game, certified. Lamborghini Urus, custom wrapped in matte red. Mercedes G-Wagon, blacked out, bulletproof. Dodge Charger, Hellcat, for the days she wants to feel Memphis again. And yes, she still keeps a little Honda from her come-up days, because Glo doesn't forget, she evolves. What makes GloRilla different isn't just the music, it's the movement. She represents a generation that's tired of waiting to be polished, filtered, or packaged. She talks how she wants, dresses how she feels, and shows up exactly as she is. That authenticity, it's currency. She speaks to the girls who grew up tough, the ones who had to laugh through trauma and glow up without guidance. She's proof that hood dreams still hit Forbes lists, that you can pray on Sunday and still pop bottles on Monday, and the industry, it didn't know what to do with her because she came without compromise and stayed that way. She built her team from the ground up. Friends turned managers, cousins turned stylists. She puts her people on, buys her family homes, and still checks in on her old high school teachers. She's not just building wealth, she's building community. GloRilla's Instagram isn't just a highlight reel, it's an energy source. With millions of followers, her feed is a mix of luxury flexes, behind-the-scenes studio moments, and unapologetic glimpses into her real life. One post might be her stepping out in head-to-toe designer. The next could be a grainy phone clip of her turning up with friends in Memphis. She uses stories like a diary, sharing unreleased snippets, hyping her crew, and speaking directly to fans with that same unfiltered tone that made her famous. It's not a carefully curated brand wall. It's an evolving digital stage where her personality drives engagement. Every post is either a power move, a laugh, or a reminder that Glo is both the superstar and the girl next door. And when it comes to travel, Glo moves like a boss. Private jets for cross-country shows, first-class seats when she wants to blend in, and island getaways that feel like movie sets. White sand, turquoise water, and villas where the sunrise hits just right. She's as comfortable shutting down a designer boutique in Paris as she is grabbing hot wings at her favorite Memphis spot. If you think GloRilla peaked with F&F, think again. She's just getting started. Her debut album is in the works, rumored to be a blend of Memphis soul, trap percussion, and gospel overtones. Think club-ready bangers with sermon-level messaging. There's talk of a beauty line, a clothing drop, and even a mentorship program for young girls in underserved areas. Because Glo knows it's bigger than her now. She recently bought land in her old neighborhood, not to build a mansion, but to build a community center, a place for art, safety, and opportunity. She said, "I ain't trying to just leave the hood, I'm trying to lift it." That's Glo in a sentence. GloRilla isn't just a rapper with a raspy voice and viral hits. She's a blueprint, a reminder that you don't need permission to take up space, you just need purpose. From choir stands to concert stages, from dollar menus to designer bags, from overlooked to undeniable. GloRilla's journey is proof that faith, fire, and a fearless heart can rewrite any story. And she's still writing hers. So the question isn't whether GloRilla will stay on top. The question is, who's bold enough to stand beside her? This isn't just success. This is GloRilla. This is Glo in real life.